Okay, today we will be doing about the excretion. So this will be the last topic of this chapter, life processes. And excretion is one of the life processes. So excretion means when unwanted substances are removed from the body of living organism, then that one we call it excretion. As a whole, there is a definite system of excretion. Since various types of biochemical reaction is taking place in our body, in that biochemical reaction, different types of waste materials are produced. Those waste materials need to be removed from our body, and that system we call it excretory system. And those waste product, it is called excretion, excretory substances. So all these things we'll be studying today. Okay, excretion. First, you see the definition. The biological process involved in the removal of harmful metabolic waste from the body is called excretion. Harmful metabolic waste. Metabolic means it is the reaction, biochemical reaction taking place in our body. It is the metabolic reaction or metabolic process. So this unwanted substance, waste materials, if it remains in our body for longer period of time, it is harmful for our body. That is why it has to be removed from our body. So the definition of excretion is the biological process involved in the removal of harmful metabolic waste from the body is called excretion. Okay. In human being, let's see the excretory system. What are those excretory organs in our body? Excretory organs. Well, it is a kidney, then skin. Skin is also an excretory organ. Through skin, generally we sweat. In that sweat, various types of salts are present. Then lungs also. Through the lungs, we give out carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is a waste material. Even in liver also. So these are some of the excretory organs. You can write it down at the side of the book. Kidney, skin, lungs, liver, these are excretory organs. The main excretory organs in our body, it is a kidney. So here we will be discussing about the kidney only, not the skin, lungs or liver, because this is the main excretory organ and it forms the main excretory system. What are those excretory substances produced by our body? First, it is the nitrogenous waste. When we say nitrogenous waste, it includes the urea, uric acid, ammonia, all these things. All these are nitrogenous waste. Then carbon dioxide, sweat. In that sweat, various types of salts are present. So these are the waste materials. So here you write only two: nitrogenous waste and carbon dioxide. These are the main waste materials produced in our body, and this has to be removed from our body. Otherwise, if it remains this nitrogenous waste and carbon dioxide for longer period of time inside our body, it harms us. Various types of disease occurs in our body. So we get only two: nitrogenous waste and carbon dioxide. Excretory system in human being. For this, you come to page 110, excretory system. So this is a diagram. This diagram is there in the book. So we'll be studying about this. Excretory systems in human being, it includes what are those part organs. First, it is a pair of kidney. So these are the two kidney. It is a bean shape which remains on either side of our backbone in the abdominal part. Just on the either side of the backbone. In the middle, it is a backbone. Then on either side of the backbone, these two kidneys are there. So a pair of kidney, it is a bean shape. This is the left one and this is the right one. Then the next, a pair of ureters. These two pipes coming out of these two kidney, it is a ureter. You try to remember. Two kidneys are there. From the two kidney, two pipes are coming out. These two pipes, we call it ureter. So the left ureter and the right ureter. The next one, it is the urinary bladder. So this is the urinary bladder. Here the waste materials or that urine is stored here. So this is urinary bladder. The next one, it is the urethra. So for this urethra only, the urine goes out. Actually, this urine, it is the main waste materials produced in our body. Mainly these nitrogenous waste are present in the urine. And here we will be mainly discussing about the urine formation. How urine is formed, that one we are going to study. So these are the different parts of the excretory system. Here you can come to the book, page 110, excretion in human beings. You bracket it, the whole paragraph, first paragraph. The excretory system of human beings up to release through the urethra. This forms the excretory systems in human being. The first paragraph. And the different name, again I'm repeating, a pair of kidneys, the left kidney and the right kidney. Two pipes comes out of the two kidney, that we call it ureter, the left ureter and the right ureter. This ureter, it joins with the urinary bladder. In the urinary bladder, urine remains stored for some time. Then the next is urethra. Through that urethra, urine goes out. Okay, this diagram also comes in exam. You can tick mark it. Nephron and urine formation. Nephron. What is this nephron? Just see in the right side of the book. In the above, it is given the structure of nephron. Generally in exam, it comes describe the structure and function of nephron. For the two different question, answer will be same. Question is, it is asked, describe the structure and function of nephron, or describe the process of urine formation. Answer will be same. So what is this nephron? Let's see. The fundamental unit structure of kidney is called the nephron. Inside that two kidney, nephrons are there, and there are about 10 lakhs nephron in our kidney. So what is this nephron? You see, this as a whole is a nephron. These things you need to be very clear. Diagram important, question, many questions are there for the long answers question as well as short answer questions. So this part is the question. Now this main pipe, this pipe is called collecting duct. You can see in the diagram, this is called the collecting duct, and this is the pipe. In this collecting duct, the many nephrons are present. Like this is one of the nephron. Here one nephron is connected. Here also one nephron is connected. Here another nephron. In this way, many nephrons are connected with the collecting duct. Again, there are many collecting ducts inside the kidney. All these collecting ducts joins together and comes out of the kidney as a ureter. I told you to remember this one, ureter. Ureters are the pipe coming out of the kidney. So inside the kidney, many collecting ducts join together to form ureter, and this ureter comes out of the kidney and goes up to the urinary bladder. So this is a collecting duct. This is the collecting duct, and in this collecting duct, many nephrons are joined. Now in this nephron, let's see the structure first. Structure of nephron. First, glomerulus. Now you see in the diagram, this part, I have underlined it here with red ink, glomerulus. This is the glomerulus. Glomerulus is nothing but a blood capillary. Again, blood capillary means smallest blood vessels. So smallest blood vessels inside that kidney, and one more is called Bowman's capsule. So this blood capillaries inside this Bowman's capsule is called the glomerulus. So glomerulus is not some other things. It is blood capillaries only. Then next is Bowman's capsule. Now this cup-like structure, you must be seeing in this diagram, this cup-like structure, it is called Bowman's capsule. Whatever I have underlined with this red ink, these are important terms. While you are drawing, you have to show only this term, not all. All these things are given for your understanding only. Whatever I have underlined with this red diagram, red ink, these are important and you have to mention these things. So first it is the glomerulus, and this cup-like structure, it is called the Bowman's capsule. This Bowman's capsule is connected with a long pipe. There are different names according to this different position, but as a whole, this one we call it tubule. So you remember as a tubule only. Otherwise, loop of Henle and all these things are there. So this is Bowman's capsule. Inside the Bowman's capsule, glomerulus is there. Then this is the tubule. This tubule connects the Bowman's capsule with the collecting duct. So all these branches of this collecting duct are the tubules actually. At the tip of the tubule, Bowman's capsule. Inside the Bowman's capsule, glomerulus is there. So glomerulus is nothing, again the blood capillaries. So after Bowman's capsule, tubules. So tubules are the pipe. It is a pipe-like structure. Pipe-like structure means it is not a hollow pipe. There are cells there. The next, collecting duct. So collecting duct, this is the main pipe. So many collecting ducts join together to form the ureter. So what is this glomerulus? This glomerulus is a blood capillary. The exception is that the wall of the glomerulus is even thinner than normal blood capillaries. Blood capillaries walls are very thin, but this glomerulus is even more thinner than normal blood capillaries. And the other difference is that blood flows through this glomerulus with higher pressure. That means inside this Bowman's capsule, blood flows with more pressure and the wall of this glomerulus is very thin. So due to that, what it happens, this we'll discuss. Filtration takes place in the Bowman's capsule. Now, when this is the blood containing waste materials, when it is passing through this, entering inside this Bowman's capsule, now it becomes glomerulus. Inside the glomerulus, blood is flowing with higher pressure. Wall of the glomerulus is very thin, and so filtration is taking place here. The blood which is carrying the waste materials, their filtration is taking place. This filtrate contains both essential as well as waste materials. It is not that only waste materials are filtered, not like that. Some essential substances are also filtered. So what are those substances? Like the filtrate contains glucose, it is essential substance, amino acid, essential substance, salt, it is unnecessary waste materials, and water is also filtered here. So these are some of the filtrate that is filtered from this glomerulus. Again, all the things you have to remember. Glucose, amino acid, various types of salt, water, all these are filtered here. After that, what it will happen? This Bowman's capsule will absorb all these substances. After absorbing here, what it happens? And this filtrate or the substance filtered from here, it will pass through these tubules. It will start passing through these tubules. So in this part, in the tubules or in the first part, just near to this Bowman's capsule, some specialized cells are present. Specialized cell. So what is the functions of this specialized cell? This cell reabsorb the essential substance, only the essential substance, not the waste materials. That is why it is called specialized cells. These specialized cells are present in these tubules or just nearby this Bowman's capsule. So these specialized cells reabsorb the essential substance, and this process we call it reabsorption. After reabsorbing the essential substance, it is sent to the blood vessels. So here it is shown, these blood vessels, it is coiled through this. And it is coiled tightly. Just the walls of these blood vessels and these tubules are connected to each other. So when specialized cells in the tubules reabsorb the essential substance, it is sent to the blood vessels. Only the waste materials passes through these tubules. From here, it will go on passing Then ultimately what it happens, it will reach the collecting duct. So in this way, all the nephron are filtering the waste materials. All those are collected through this duct, collecting duct, and ultimately it will come out of the kidney in the ureter and remain stored in the urinary bladder. So this as a whole, it is a function of the nephron. At the same time, urine formation. Describe the process of urine formation. These things only you need to write. First, you have to write the structure of this nephron. Second part, you have to write the function of the nephron. Okay, next. Excretion in plants. Excretion in plants. Plants is also a living organisms. Living organism means various metabolic activities are going on inside the plant body. Various metabolic activities are going on inside the plant body. There also waste materials are produced. So what are those waste materials produced in the plants and how it is removed from there? Those things we will be studying. So what are those excretory substances in plants? First, it is oxygen, carbon dioxide. Oxygen is waste materials because it is removed during the process of photosynthesis. So it is a waste material. Carbon dioxide during respiration. So it is a waste material. Excess of water. Actually, whatever amount of water they have absorbed, only 3% of it they use it. 97% of the water they lose it in the form of transpiration. So what is this transpiration? We have already discussed. So water, excess water is also a waste material. Then dead cells. There are many dead cells that has to be removed from the plant body. That is also a waste material. Then again the resins, then gums, like say example in some plants when you cut some type of gums or different colors, all this it comes out. Those are actually the waste materials. For example, say in rubber plant, rubber it comes out, that is white in color, that is also a waste materials in plants. So these are the excretory substances in plants. So how these waste materials from the plant body is removed? Oxygen and carbon dioxide are removed through the stomata during respiration and photosynthesis. It is not only during photosynthesis, but during respiration also. Actually, during photosynthesis, oxygen is removed. And during respiration, carbon dioxide is removed. Not both in photosynthesis. Okay. So excess water through transpiration, then through dry leaves when it fall off. That means when various waste materials get deposited in the leaf bulb, then when the leaf dry, it falls off. There, the waste materials is removed from their body. Then resins and gums stored in the old xylem and released later, like in a rubber plant. In rubber plant, that rubber remain deposited, the resins remain deposited in the old xylem. When we cut it, it squeezes out, it comes out. That is a waste materials. Also, it excretes the waste materials in the soil through the roots. So all these things comes in exam. What are those different waste materials and how these are removed from the plant body? These are removed from the plant body by this process.